My name's Owen Rensland, and I just spent $5.4 thousand that I'm going to start paying every single month to a guy named William Brown on YouTube. A random guy that I found, probably about a year ago at this point, and I'm paying him $5.4 thousand a month. I know that sounds crazy, but hear me out. So I did this because I want to scale my info product where I basically help agency owners scale their agencies. And it's hard because I have so many successful students. Like, we have people that are crushing it and getting clients and signing thousands of dollars of clients every single day. But the issue is that I haven't figured out yet how to reach more people and show people that product, right? So I decided to reach out to Will. And this video, I want to explain exactly what I've learned so far. It's been about 3 days. It's felt like a month, but it's been about 3 days since I joined. And I want to just explain everything that I've implemented, what I've learned, takeaways that you can actually take away for your own businesses, and overall just kind of explain what I think I've gotten myself into for paying $5.4 thousand a month. $5.4 thousand a month, that unfortunately is not a tiny amount of money for me. And I mean, I'm 19 and I scaled an agency to around $30,000 per month, and my clients still pay me loads and loads of money, which I'm grateful for because I focus on something called retention selling. But we'll talk about that in another video. But in short, it's basically just a way of signing agency clients where they actually stay with you, and it's a system to make sure they pay you more money. So you're not dealing with shit clients and you're not having to cold call and all that good stuff. And if you want more details about what that actually is, you can check it out in the description. It's a really cool new method, and I don't think a lot of people really know about it, so you can kind of get your hands on it. But besides the point, quick plug out of the way, so far what I've learned is, one, that I'm extremely overcomplicating things all the time. I overcomplicate my business, I overcomplicate the steps that are required for me to become successful. Because Will has this thing, and it's not an actual thing he does, but he just has a simplistic approach to business and life. He is very, very simple, simply minded, and his funnels, his emails, his templates, none of it is perfect copy or perfect program or perfect usage or perfect soft. Nothing's perfect. It's just pretty good. And I think sometimes I kind of have this over perfectionist type aspect where I'm this brand has to look a certain way, this website has to look a certain way, this agency, this client, this email copy. And he just has this super simple approach, and he sold his company for $16 million. And before I actually looked into buying his program, I was thinking I always thought Will was not that smart of a guy, I'll be honest. And the reason why I thought that is because he had this simplistic approach that I thought just wasn't right. I just didn't think it was right. So that's the first kind of shift I've made, is that I need to stop overthinking all these little processes and little things and systems and operations that I'm doing, and just really focus on the bare minimum that needs to happen for someone to make more money. And as soon as I started focusing on that, my clients started to make more money, they started to sign more clients, and the culture has gone up as well. And it's so interesting how just such a little thing can impact so many people's lives. Another thing I've learned is all about YouTube ads. I've never run YouTube ads before, but I actually am launching a campaign next Wednesday. But one thing that Will's program has really, really just shifted in my brain to help me make more money by investing in myself is to spend more money. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I saved up a bunch of money, and I just kind of kept it in my bank account. And that sounds great, right? That sounds like the ideal situation for most people. But the thing is that if you don't constantly put yourself in an uncomfortable position where you need to make more, or you have to be learning, or you feel guilty if you don't work hard, you find yourself getting a little stagnant and being a little complacent. And it's because of that, I wasn't paying for any programs, I wasn't paying for anything other than just living expenses. So I was just stacking cash. And the problem with that is that you're not putting yourself in a position where you even feel like you should be trying hard enough. By buying a $5.4 thousand a month program, in addition to ad spend, which I'm literally going to run ads at around $2.5K a month, I'm starting, that's $7.5 thousand a month in spend that I'm taking out of my personal account. And if I didn't have that, I would not have a fire under my ass like I do now. Right now I literally have a fire under my ass. It's not like I need to make that money back as soon as possible. Like I'm flexible with it, but it's like I have a fire under my ass because if I don't work hard, I literally am wasting a car every month, like a $7,000 car. So that's one thing I learned, and it's that you need to be spending more money. You need to be taking more risks. You need to be spending more money, getting yourself in an uncomfortable position where you have to make it work. Because like I realize now that so many people try to make this work. They try to make money online, they try to succeed online, but none of them actually do. And I think just like the bare minimum reason why is because people aren't willing to put in the work. They don't want it enough. And just by paying for this program and paying for barely any guidance, I mean, it's 5.4K a month for literally a few videos and a few coaching calls a week. Not even a one-on-one call with Will. Like 5.4K for that. Which to the normal brain, that's be like, what the fuck? Why are you paying for that? But it's like, just being in this situation and being comfortable with spending this much money on myself and my self-education is proving to me time and time again why this is why I'm doing this. And it's also making me realize what my why is. And my why is that why not? I want to basically build this and be the biggest I can and be the most successful I can. And so I spend my days every single day doing that. I can't tell you, the past 4 days of having this program, I have never worked harder in my life. And I mean that. And it's really, really interesting because it's so easy to buy a program and be like, oh, I wish it would just happen for me, and not really apply it or actually utilize the stuff that's in there, which sounds stupid, but most people do that. But me, I have been taking notes on every single video. I've been learning as much as I can. I've been attending every coaching call. Even if I don't have any questions, I make them, I find them. And there's a reason why I closed on that sales call for 5.4K a month in literally 9 minutes. It's because I know what I need, I know what I want, and I know what steps I'm going to have to take to get to the next level. And this sense of urgency has allowed me to quite literally put in 15 to 17-hour days every single day. Crazy. I've never done that before consistently. And it's bad. I'm telling you, it's bad. I literally haven't eaten, I've eaten one meal today, I ate one meal yesterday, and I'm trying to bulk, so I've been losing pounds. I've been going to the gym, but I haven't been sleeping enough. I haven't been eating enough. I haven't been happy, but it's all going to be worth it. It's all going to be worth it. And I'm hoping, as a viewer, if you can take something away from this video, is to spend more money, invest in yourself, put yourself in an uncomfortable position, because it's not like I'm worried about going bankrupt or anything. It's just that I don't like the idea of me spending $7,000 a month just for nothing. And that's the reason why I have such a fucking fire under my ass right now to just get back to work. That's why I want to be done recording this video so I can get back to my work. But as a final remark, I think you really need to just put yourself in a position where you have to make it work. And the only way you can do that is if you actually make that step and make that change and buy that thing or do that thing. Because there's people that are doing it faster and better and stronger than you, and they will beat you, and it will cause you to fail. And that feeling is terrifying. So I hope it doesn't happen to you. But one more shameless plug, if you're an agency owner or you're at 0 to 5K a month in your agency and you have a few clients, but you want a consistent method to sign more and actually make them worth a shit ton of money to you, like the clients that are, in the funnel in the description, then I want you to click the only link in the description. Okay, if not, you can just follow me on Instagram as well, and I post some fun stuff on there as well. But the reason why I want you to do this is because that video on my page in the description has a shit ton of value. It will basically explain how retention selling is quite literally responsible for all of my businesses, and all of the other success stories under that video. And it's if you want to become that next success story, you have to put yourself in an uncomfortable position. There's no other way, and I'm sorry about that. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you gained something from it, more importantly, and I'll see you in the next one. So have a good day.